did you guys get married?
To try to prevent some of the taboo, you know, if you have a child out of wedlock, you know, the kids were going to have it hard enough as it was. They didn't need to have that label placed upon them, like their fathers had so many placed upon him. They should, if there was one way we could remove it or, you know, try to make it what people thought normal. I think that marriage is a great institution when children are involved. My personal belief is that it's not necessary if you don't have children. I think it's an option. You know, some people need the piece of paper, some people don't. I remember the conversation. And I said, let me do this for you. And he said, you do this for me? And I said, yeah. Please let me do this for you. Please let me do this for you. And he said, why? I love you. Why else?
She did it for me. She did it for me.
So just so that I understand this correctly.
She's a wonderful person, too.
She knew that Michael Jackson loves children.
Yeah.
And she knew that Michael Jackson wanted children.
That's why.
And
she said, you need to be a daddy.
Right. She said you needed to be a daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are other reports about you that you were paid to have as children, that you were basically paid like a sperm donor would be if it was a man.
Really?
Is that true?
I would think that I'd be pretty unaffordable. No. No.
No.
And she wanted to do that for me as a present.
As a present?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's a gift. My kids don't call me mom because I don't want them to. They're Michael's children. It's not that they're not my children, but I had them because I wanted him to be a father. I believe that there are people who should be parents, and he's one of them.
There were rumors that you had a shrine to Michael, that you were an obsessed fan before you had met him. Is any of that true?
I must confess that as a little girl, I did have his picture on the wall next to Bobby Sherman and Jack Wilde and Donny Osmond.
You had had sex? Is that how...
Why are you guys so interested? That is extremely inappropriate to ask. So my answer is that's an extremely inappropriate question.
Okay. The honeymoon.
He was working.
He was working.
What are you
You
thinking?
really didn't even have a honeymoon. You just sort of got
Okay,
there.
what's a... Here we go again. What's a honeymoon?
I mean,
You're
did
supposed
you
to
go
have
away?
sandals
Did you go to
Hawaii?
Antigua and walk on the beach
We
for
were
2
in
weeks? Or?
Australia.
Yeah. So
You know, it's a beautiful
So you got
country.
married very quickly there.
Yes.
And what, with a preacher or a reverend or
Justice of the Peace
justice of the peace?
and friends with us, and it was very quick.
Wasn't a real marriage because of that. You had never shared a bedroom. You had never slept in the same bed. Wasn't consummated.
I find that extremely inappropriate to ask.